So, hi everyone. Let us start with chapter 2, that is linear equations in one variable. This chapter can be divided into various sections. So, let us start with the first section, which is the introduction. So, let's begin with the introduction. This is a very interesting and an easy chapter. So, let's begin. Okay, so before going into exactly what is this huge title as we see here, let us first go from the basics. Let us start with variable. What is a variable? As you can see here, it has been written a variable is a letter used to stand for a number. So that means what this is meaning is it is a letter which can have various values. Like for example, here M, N, A and B has been written. So let us take A. This A can hold a value of 5 or 10. So the value is changing. So that's why it is called as a variable. A is a letter whose value is changing. So that's why A will become a variable. Hope that is clear. And we move on to the next, that is expression. So what is an expression? An expression is a number, a variable, or a combination of numbers and variables and operation symbols. Okay, so as it is actually very clear from this definition, it is nothing but a number. It can be a number, like for example 3. 3 can be considered as an expression or a variable. As we saw, this A is a variable here. So A is called a expression also, or a combination of numbers and variables. So a number is 3, variable is 3, a variable is A. Those combined with operation symbols. So the operation symbols can be plus, it can be minus, it can be division, it can be multiplication, etc. So what will happen? A, let us take this variable A. Sorry if it is it's not so clear. So let me write again. So this is A. This is a variable and number. Let us take a number. Combination of number and variable and operation symbols. So let us take any one of the operation symbols among these four. So let us take plus. So this combination which we get is called as an expression. Okay. So now let's move on to the next one. What is the next one? Equation. So what is an equation? So this equation is made up of two expressions connected by an equal sign. So this we came to know that this is one expression. So let us write one more expression. Like what is expression? It is nothing but a variable and a number. It can be a number or one more variable, or it can be individual or a combination. As of now, let's take a combination and minus. So let us take this combination, and this is called as a, let us call this as expression 1, and let us call this as expression 2. So what they are telling, to form an equation, it is nothing but made up of two expressions connected by an equal to sign. So expression 1, what that according to this definition, expression 1 equals expression 2. We are following what they are telling. So that means these two expressions should be separated by equal to sign, that we have done. That means that by substituting, So expression 1 is nothing but a plus 3. So this is a plus 3 equals b minus 4. So this, whatever we obtain, this is called as our equation. So this is nothing but the equation. Okay, so this is EQN, that is nothing but equation. So now let us look at the examples for expression and equation. So here we can see 3 plus 5 is nothing but both are numbers. So it is an expression. N is just a variable, so it is an expression. M plus 1 is a combination of a variable and number, so therefore it is an expression. AB is nothing but a combination of two variables, so therefore this is also an expression. Now coming to equation. So 3 plus 5 is one expression, as we see here. This is an expression. The right hand side is also an expression because it is a number. These two expressions are separated by equal to sign. Therefore, this entire thing will become an equation. Now coming to the next one. In left hand side, if you see, it is an expression which we already saw here. And 10. 10 is also an expression because we saw that a number is also an expression. So these two expressions are separated by equal to sign. So therefore this becomes an equation. If I consider the third one, left hand side is an expression, right hand side is an expression. Both are separated by equal to sign. So therefore this entire m plus 1 equals 40 will become an equation. Coming to the last example, left hand side AB is an expression as we saw here, and 10 is also an expression. A number is an expression. So these two expressions are separated by equal to sign, therefore it will become an equation. So that's the main difference between an expression and an equation, and it's very simple. You can really differentiate them easily. So let's try an example from the thing we have learned just now. From the above thing, let us try this very small example. So they're asking, is the statement given below is an expression or an equation? Okay, let's solve this. So the left hand side which is given is 3x plus 4. So let's just analyze this, whether it is an expression or an equation. Left hand side you just consider only the left hand side, and let us consider only the right hand side. Okay, so left hand side is nothing but 3x plus 4. Okay, so this is nothing but 3x plus 4. You can see here it is consisting of variable, it is consisting of number, and it is consisting of operation symbols. So what will this become? This entire thing. So this is the combination of all this. So this will become an expression. This 3x plus 4 will become an expression. Now let us consider 12x plus 10. 12x, that is nothing but 12 into x plus 10. So this is nothing but variable. This is nothing but the number. This is nothing but the operation symbol. So this is a combination of all of them. So even this is also a number. Here also 3 is acting as a number. So it is a combination of all of them. So this will become an expression. Right. So this two expressions are separated by an equal to sign. This is the equal to sign which you can see here. So what will this be? This will be an equation. We have seen no two expressions connected by an equal sign. So this entire thing, 3x plus 4 equals 12x plus 10 will become an equation, not an expression. Right? So in this linear equations in one variable, we have understood what is equation. Now let us proceed. What are one variable in one variable? So what is that meaning of in one variable? Okay. So one variable equation. What does that mean? An equation having only one variable. Okay. So first we understood what is an equation, which is nothing but two expressions separated by equal to sign. In that equation, we have only one variable. Suppose, let us consider this example. N is equal to 10, which has been given here. Or let us consider one more. M plus 1 equals 40. What is happening here? This is an equation. Is that clear? Because left hand side is a expression, right hand side is an expression. So this is an equation. Similarly, the left hand side here is an expression. The right hand side is an expression, which are separated by equal to sign. So this also will become an equation. So when I look at this equation, just consider n is equal to 10 example. What is this? The variable. Only one type of variable is there, n. Here, now consider m plus 1 equals 40. Here in this also, only one variable is there, which is nothing but m. All the others are number. 1 is a number, 40 is a number, 10 is a number. So this equation is having only one variable, as only these two equations in fact have so it should be has only one variable, right? Okay, so that means that can you give me you might ask, can you give me an example of equation having two variables or three variables or four variables? How does it look? You might have a doubt. So for that, I shall shortly give you an example. We have considered here. This the same thing we'll consider here. A plus 3 equals b minus 4. We have just now verified that this is an equation. In this equation, let us carefully look. How many variables we have? A is one variable, B is another variable. The rest are numbers. So, this and this. So, totally two variables we have. Right? In this equation, two variables we have. That means that it will be called as equation with two variables. Whereas this and this, it is called as equation with only one variable. A and B are two variables. Here m and n. In this equation and this equation are only one variable. So these are called as equation with one variable. Okay. So now there is a small example here. So first of all is the expression one variable they're asking. This should be, this should be not expression. It should be equation, as it is having equal to sign. So is the equation one variable they're asking. See, if you carefully look at this equation, AB equals 10. What is A? It is a variable. First let us write. So A is a variable. Okay, let's proceed B. What is B? B is also a variable. What is 10? It is a number. So finally, in this equation, total variables total total variables equals 2. If total variables equals 1, it is called as equation with one variable. Since the total variables equals 2, it is called as equation with two variables. So hence, they're asking, is the equation one variable? No, it is not one variable. It is two variable equation. Okay. So now in this entire name of the topic, we learned what are equations. We learned what are equations in one variable. So the last part which is left is linear equations. So what are linear equations? First let us check. Okay. One variable linear equation. One variable we already know the meaning. That is having only one variable. So what is this linear equation? Linear equation is that power of that one variable should be equal to 1. That means that it is called as linear variable. So for example, if I take a plus 3 equals 10. First let us check whether this is an equation. Yes, the left hand side is an expression, right hand side is an expression. Both are separated by equal to sign, so therefore this entire thing will become an equation. Now next let us check whether it is one variable or two variable or three variable. Let us find out. So this one is only variable. This is number. N is number. This is also number. So total variable equals 1. Total number is equal to 2. So only one variable is there. So therefore it is a equation in one variable. Okay. So what is linear equation? The power of that variable, this variable should be equal to 1. So that time it is called as a linear equation. I can give you an example of quadratic equation. That means that, see here, this a square plus 3 equals 10. What is this? This is an equation. This is also having only one variable. So what is the power here? Power of that only variable that is present is 2. So that time it is called as a variable equation with one variable with quadratic power. That time it is called as quadratic equation. The power should be equal to 1. So that time it is called as linear equation. So now we have understood what is linear equations, and in one variable we have understood. So actually typical linear equation in one variable will look like this. 2x minus 3 equals 7. So this first we have to check whether it is an equation. For that we have to check whether the left hand side is an expression, the right hand side is an expression, and both the expressions are separated by equal to sign. We have to check first. Let's check here. 2x minus 3 is a, so I'll write it down. First we have to check whether it is an equation. Then we have to check whether it is one variable equation. Then we have to check whether it is linear. To find out this type, so let us find all of them. So first, for finding an equation, the left hand side 2x minus 3 is nothing but an expression. 7 is an expression. So they are equal to sign is there. So therefore this becomes an equation. Done. Okay, so what is the variable? So 2 is nothing but number, x is nothing but a variable, 3 is nothing but a number, 7 is nothing but a number. So total variable equals 1. total number is equal to 3. So the only one variable is there, so it will become one variable. That is done. That is also verified, like whether it is one variable or not. Next we have to see whether it's linear or not. So that only one variable that we have, no, go to that variable and check its power. So here we can see it is x power 1. If it is x power minus 1 also, it will not become linear. It should be only power 1, not power of 2 or power of 3 or power of minus 1. That should not be there. Only power of 1 is considered as linear. So here when I see x power 1 is there, so that is nothing but linear. That is also verified. So we can see that 2x minus 3 equals 7 is nothing but a linear equation in one variable. So that's how the name of this chapter comes, linear equations in one variable. Hope now the naming of the chapter is clear, and in further videos we shall see how to solve these equations to obtain the solutions. Thank you.